Hi guys, I figured I would stand gloriously by the window to show you this. Let me just take the light stopping things away and show you what's going on. I got my hair dark again. I did it myself, as usual. I was going to do it in Korea, I figured, but I didn't want to spend a couple thousands on it. So basically what's going on, it's a little difficult because the light stops around here. Basically what's going on, it's pretty dark up top, like darker than I actually wanted, but whatever. And then there are hints of purple in the front and at the tips. And also it's just lighter in general at the tips because I didn't put any black dye in there. It's just kind of what happened when I washed out from the top. It just kind of dyed down there as well. So yes, I changed my hair. Am I happy with it? I mean, I think the hair looks cool. I just don't think it looks cool on me. I don't feel like I look like me. Which is a really, really sad feeling, honestly. So, what's up? I'm so weird with dark hair. I can't get used to it. Anyways, what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna eat some ramyun. Or ramen, as people say, or ramyun. As the Koreans tend to say. Ramyun. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna eat some ramyun, and then I'm gonna edit a video. And I should have done this a while ago. I'm so slow. It's horrendous, actually. I was going to do it yesterday, but I ended up playing World of Warcraft. Bad excuse, I know. But anyways, it's going to be a video, I'm going to upload it as soon as it's done, so hopefully today. Which is going to be a video about how you can get cheap tickets to fly to Japan and Korea or whatever you want, especially if you want to go to different places at once. Like, I want to go to both Korea and Japan. And, you know, that makes it a little bit difficult to make it less expensive sometimes. There's gonna be a video on that, hopefully today, which is great. And then I'm gonna film a video on how to airport. I figured, it's not like that's gonna be like a long, complicated video, but I know actually a lot of people that are closing in on their 20s and whatnot that have never flown anywhere, like they've never traveled that far. So I figured I would just give some general tips on the airport stuff, such as ask for help, ask for directions, and stuff like that. Things to save you time. Find out where your gate is. Like, be prepared to run half across the airport because they change your gate. Because it happens a lot. So, I figured I would just make a video about that, like, airport-wise, and how to, like, go through security and stuff. Because I've been through security, in every part of the world except, Oceania and, what's it called? Africa. What's it called? I haven't been to like Australia or New Zealand or anything, and I have not been to Africa, but I've been through airport security in North America, I've been to airport security in Europe a bunch, and in Asia, and I figure it's probably gonna be like so many cool. I have not been to the strictest places though. I have not been to the US and not to Australia, which I think are the two strictest places, but I'm assuming routines are the same everywhere, more or less, so I figured I have some tips for that. Like, actual, like, the security check thing, because it's not difficult, but if you've never done it before, then it might be a little confusing, especially if you're in a country where they do not speak English. Like, if you are familiar with the routine, you'll be fine, but if you're not, and you don't understand what they want you to do, then that's terrifying. Because that happened to me when I was in Spain. I have bangs. Unintentional bangs of dead hair, yeah. So yeah, no, I remember that when I was younger, I think it was like 12 or something, and I went to Spain with my mom and my grandma, and at the airport, my shoes went off, because I had like, I don't remember what it was, probably the thing where you like tied the shoelace, that little metal ring. I think it was those that went off, and I just didn't understand what she was saying, because she didn't know English, and it was kind of horrendous, because I didn't know what was going on, and now I'm like, if I hear the beeping thing, I know what's gonna happen. They're gonna body search you, and then they probably want to take your shoes off so they can scan them through. And yeah. I get taken out for a lot of random checkups all the time. Just almost suspicious. If only I was more aware of racial things. I don't know. So yeah, those are my plans for now. I hope to get both those videos out this week, and then next week I will start on packing videos, because next week I will start packing. Yeah. No, I'm pretty excited. I'm aware that not a lot of people watch my channel. I'm aware that no one has ever actually gotten up with a request or whatever. But I don't really mind. If no one comes with requests, okay. There's probably a bunch of stuff that I don't get to see or don't get to do and don't get to show people. But at the very least, I get to do what I want. So, yeah. Still thinking about Fox Village. It's gonna cost so much money to get there though. Like the actual entrance tickets, it's really, really cheap compared to like anything in Norway. But the actual travel, that's gonna cost a bunch. That's gonna cost so much money, and I'm not really sure if I want to or can, because my book has not been selling very well, which was expected. Honestly, the thing with the book, I sold to my heart's content to all the people I could sell to, and what's left is, for the most part, a few of my the thing is, I was offered a lot of help before the book actually happened. That has not occurred. Like my parents, for example, saying that, oh yeah, we have so many people we can sell it to, like our friends and stuff like that. They've told me that they would help me get things sold, and they haven't actually done anything, except from, like, my mom has sold a couple books. My dad forced a couple on his friends, and that's about it. Which is not really what they said before, so I don't know. I can't really, like, expect them to help me. I'm not expecting them to buy more copies or anything like that. I just am a little disappointed in the help I've been given from them, maybe. Because they said they would do more. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You might think I'm a little spoiled right now. I know they have friends that probably would buy my book. I just don't have the contact things for it. I don't know. I don't really know. And the story's not answering me about putting it into the story, which is a little like, so we'll see. I still think I can grind a few more sales out of it, like maybe enough to get me through Japan. But then right after Japan, there's going to be another trip, which is going to be London with my class. So a class trip, which is gonna cost a lot of money because London is a very expensive city. And then I'm trying to fit 1 week into Rome in this fall before like the end of November. And then also there's gonna be probably a week to Oslo to go to SpillExpo, which is the games expo that happens there every year in November, I believe. So that's probably gonna be the weekend after London. So yeah, I have a full packed schedule this fall. Only downside is when I'm traveling that much, I cannot work. And when I cannot work, I cannot not have money. And when no one buys my book, I also don't have money. So I'm having a bit of an economical conundrum, which is a little bit of a bummer. My brother still owes me money. Did I mention that before? I don't think I did. My brother owes me money. He still owes me a bunch. He did give me one down payment, which was very helpful. To pay it on my credit card. I sound like I'm in like an economic crisis. I'm not. I'm really not. So don't worry. When your favorite hobby is traveling, that's a rather expensive hobby compared to like drawing or just writing or whatnot. Because, well, you can never actually just sit down and travel for whatever you have in your home. I'm like, anyways, I should get working. And also food. I'm looking forward to food. I need to buy more noodles. I'm not living a student life. Well, I am living a student life, but I am a student, but I live at home, so I don't really know what to tell you. The colors are not that even. Like, they're a little patchy, which does not look that good, but I don't really care that much. It's gonna wash out, and then I'm gonna put more purple in the bottoms as it washes out, hopefully, because I did want it to be a little bit more vibrant than this. But at least I don't have to worry about the aftergrowth anymore, and that's like the main point. That's the main reason I did this, is because of the aftergrowth. Because my hair grows kind of fast, but when I constantly have to like keep bleaching the top, I also, it's hard to just bleach your top. You're gonna damage what's left as well, like whether you want it or not. You're gonna go through this somehow, because when you wash it out, it will still go through your hair. It will still damage it. So you can't just touch the tips and that'll be it. So this section, for example, this crazy short section, that's not because I cut bangs a couple of years ago and it hasn't grown out. That's because my hair keeps falling off every time I do my roots, which is not good. So hopefully I can now establish some length, and that would be kind of nice. Okay, no, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna start to think about how I'm gonna survive economically if I want to do all the things I want to do. And I'm gonna go cry because no one buys my book. And I'm also gonna cry because I don't really... I could be more aggressive with selling it, but I super duper generally don't want to. I hate selling. I am not a seller. I'm really not. I'm a creator, not a seller. I suck at it. It's to the point where I was wondering, could I hire a person to work on getting my book into stores and selling it and getting deals and like promotional stuff, like a manager? Could I hire a person for that? It's probably gonna cost a lot. Like, it's not like I want to, but part of me just wishes I could, you know? But anyways, I'm gonna go. And I will talk to you later, I guess. I almost dropped my phone. Later. Bye.